2015 has been a pretty damn good year for video game, and we've had many successes. But unfortunately, some games that I was looking forward to were very disappointing. I'm Sherp Helsing, and here is my top 5 most disappointing games of 2015. This is just based on some of the games that I were actually expecting to be pretty good and I was looking forward to them, but unfortunately they let me down. And here's why. Because the developer has done a pretty good job with creating this environment in this living world, but we want more from it. We want more awesome gameplay fighting werewolves in London. Come on guys, you can do it. Number 4 is Evolve. I was really looking forward to this. I love cooperative video games, and this was made from the developers of Left 4 Dead, which is my favorite co-op game of all time. And this game was just really repetitive, and I don't know how they accomplished it. But having 4 players team up against one giant monster, it got boring pretty damn fast. Every single time the rounds either end in one way or the other. The monster starts going around the map and the hunters chase him, and then he's just gigantic and kills them in an instant. Or if the player who controls the monster is bad, it just sucks and the hunters kill him in the first 20 seconds of the game. And that's it, and there's no variety at all, there is nothing interesting about the game, and they try to put out some DLC to fix things, but ultimately it's a very boring experience and a lot of people aren't playing it anymore, and it's dying. Unfortunately it's dying, while more and more players are actually playing Left 4 Dead, and that's just a statement on how disappointing this game was. At number 3 is Battlefield Hardline. I am a huge fan of the Battlefield franchise, and I do like it more than Call of Duty, but unfortunately this year Call of Duty won in my opinion, because Battlefield Hardline was just disappointing from a story standpoint. The single player had some nice ideas, but in the end it didn't deliver and it was pretty damn dumb. It also had a lot of glitches in it, some really confusing bugs, and the gameplay was uninteresting and the campaign was as well really short. And the multiplayer of this game got repetitive as well. I was not having fun playing Battlefield Hardline. There were hardly anything interesting happening on the screen, and I actually went back to play Battlefield 3, and sometimes I do play it still right now because that's a superior game to this one. They wanted to do cops and robbers and the idea was good, but it just wasn't really all that interesting. At number 2 is Star Wars Battlefront. I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars franchise, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time. So I was really looking forward for this one, and while they did capture the environment, the sound, the looks of a Star Wars original movie, it literally has no content whatsoever. There are only a handful of maps with very few interesting game modes to them. The gameplay is a little bit unbalanced and it is way too casual. There is no recoil, no ammunitions. It's just a really boring experience, and a lot of players are already going back to the first 2 Star Wars Battlefront games because this one also had a $50 DLC pass. Why? Why? To actually have more heroes, more villains, more maps, more game modes? That's horrible. That's a horrible business decision. And I do think that if you actually want to play this game, wait for the complete edition to come out and then actually buy it on sale. Because it's not worth playing right now, and probably the worst thing is also that there is no single player campaign. There's nothing single player. So when in 5-6 years no one else will be playing this game, they will have to shut down the servers and it becomes useless. 100% useless. Thanks EA. And at number 1 is Batman Arkham fucking Knight. I was really looking forward to this, Rocksteady, and I also enjoyed playing Batman Arkham Origins while you were working on this one. But you put too much Batmobile in it. It was just too much. The combat was still pretty damn fun, but I don't know, it didn't feel as good as the other games. The story was also a big letdown, with the Arkham Knight being not all that interesting, and Scarecrow doing his thing. It's just boring, really boring and disappointing. And the PC version was horrible, with terrible performance, glitches galore. I do think that you could have made a better product. And now you're also releasing DLC after DLC after DLC for a $40 season pass. That's not right, especially for your fans. Maybe it was the decision of Warner Brothers, we don't know. But I mean, what happened? It was a painful experience. I did not enjoy playing this game, I'm sorry. So guys, these were my top 5 most disappointing games. These games, I wanted to play them, I wanted to love them. But it didn't work out in the end. Tell me in the comments below your most disappointing games, tell me if you agree or disagree with my list. Thanks for watching guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.